Hey guys, what's up and welcome. It's Matthew, the designer and developer, the hybrid, the best of both worlds. I am the greatest from South Africa. Thank you so much for clicking this video. Don't mind much about this error. These things happen all the time. Do you know how to solve them? I just read a quote that goes along the lines of some time ago, I think it was 7 years ago. If you ignore your problems, they solve themselves. I think it's the universe has got a way of solving its own problem. So how could we solve this problem? Let's just refresh, guys, and ignore it. Remember, I was still busy with my killer intro. I don't know why that error popped up. I think it's jealous, guys. Simply because we are going to do something awesome. I'm going to teach you a lot of things today. Okay, let's get back on track. So this is where we are, guys. As you can see, okay, awesome UI as well. All credits to the designer. Okay, on Dribble. And then what we can do also here, guys, we can navigate to, I think we've got login here. Okay, don't we have login? Okay, it says not found. Let's try register. Okay, I just want to see that this is a layout. Okay, this is some sort of a layout, and this is dynamic. Okay, that is possible because of Next.js layout. So let's just go to homepage. Okay, so what are we going to do now? Obviously, this is the UI. Okay, like the Figma image. This is where we are going. Okay, so what I want to do now, I want to introduce you to my pattern, which is the mat pattern. Okay, what is the mat pattern? A mat pattern is just a school of thought, a certain way of doing things. I am on mat pattern version 0.1. Okay, on the mat pattern we've got the flap theory. Let's get into the flap theory and unpack it, and maybe we will create a flap table, and let's see how this is going to help us to think about what we are doing. Okay, if you are used to modern JavaScript applications, specifically React, it's not easy to plan the code. Okay, I haven't found a way in which one can plan his code, hence I decided to create my own patterns. Okay, just a combination of my theories about coding and my best practices. So this is very personal, guys. Okay, maybe you might take it and maybe create your own from here. Okay, mat pattern. Okay, this is very personal. So at in the mat pattern version 0.1, okay, we've got the flap theory. Okay, the flap theory. So we are going to use the flap theory. Okay, we are going to create a table out of this flap theory. We are going to plan what we are busy with. Let me just show you here so that you can have an idea. Okay, so this is where we want to go. Okay, so as a newbie, what you are interested in is just opening Visual Studio Code and coding. 1 month down the line, you are lost in spaghetti code and you can't scale it and you can't change it. Okay, you can't modify it. So the flap theory is going to help us to plan the structure of our code. Okay, just to lay out some basics so that maybe in the future, if somebody wants to know more about our code, we can pull up the flip table and tell them that this is the structure of our application. So without wasting time, let's just jump straight into it. So let me go back to the whiteboard. As you can see, so the flap theory states that, okay, right at the bottom you've got a framework. Okay, you've got a framework. Yeah, obviously in our case it's going to be React. Okay, and then is it necessary for me to write this? Okay, I think you are going to take as I am speaking. Okay, this F stands for framework and this L stands for libraries. What are the libraries that you are going to use? Okay, let me just put it here. Stands for libraries, and this is the application domain. Okay, this A, and this is the problem domain. Okay, think I might put some space here. My apologies about that. Okay, flap, this is a application domain, and we've got a problem domain. Okay, let's just create a table here. Okay, let's see if I can create a very straight table. Okay, you let me know, guys, if this is straight, but I believe this is straight. Check here. Boom. Okay, it's a magic, right? Okay, let me see if I can click this and move it, because now it's not exactly where I want it to be. It looks like I can move it, guys. So let's see. 100%. This is what I wanted. Okay, cool. Okay, and then let me draw some lines. Okay, let me draw some lines. Boom. Okay, see, guys, easy. Boom. Okay, check here, guys. Boom. Okay, so how is this going to help us to plan our code? Let me show you. Okay. Okay, this will help you to think, really think about what you are doing. Okay, so here in our case, we've got the framework. What is the framework that we are using? Let me just move my writing pad. Okay, okay, we are using React. Okay, so we are using React.js. This is our framework in this project. Okay, if you want, you might even write the version here. Not just only React, we are using React with Next.js. Okay, in this case, we might as well put Tailwind here. Okay, not under libraries. Sorry, not Tailwind. Let's just put TypeScript here. The reason why I put TypeScript here, TypeScript feels like more of a fundamental, okay, a foundation. Okay, it helps with the foundation. Okay, as much as it's let's say it's a library or a package, but since it feels really feels more like it falls into this category of a framework. Okay, let's also put TypeScript here. Okay, okay, so obviously, here you put your framework, your Next.js and your React.js, but TypeScript feels more like a part of the framework. Okay, it's not something that we are going to edit most of the time. It's something that is watching our code as we write it. Okay, so what are the libraries that we are going to do? Since we are having a login, okay, and a sign up page. Okay, meaning that here on login we are going to use a form. Okay, already we've already created an XJS application. What we've already done so far, we have used Tailwind. Okay, Tailwind CSS. Okay, we've got Tailwind under libraries. Let me just improve my writing a little bit. My apologies about that. We've got Tailwind. Okay, we've got Tailwind, okay, as part of the libraries. What else? We've also installed React icons. Okay, remember I told you that I was supposed to have started with this from the get-go, but something led me to first creating a Next.js application. So we've got React icons, okay, as the libraries, React icon. And then since we will be dealing with forms, okay, we are going to use React hook forms. React hook forms. What is React hook forms going to do? If you have used forms, you will know that forms need to submit data to somewhere, to a server. Forms need to validate the input. Is this a valid email? Is this not an empty string? And all those things. And forms have a submit button that is going to, the form by default is going to use as an action to some sort of submit the button to somewhere. Obviously, in React, sometimes there is a need, more especially if you are not using React hook form, you need to collect the data from all those inputs, okay, from all those input, maybe it's 10 of them, including the date, ranges, and numbers. Okay, you need to take that data. Maybe you might use the use state hook to collect all that data and maybe send it to somewhere. Okay, so React hook forms will help us with that, making that simple and some sort of straightforward. It's going to supply us with hooks which are going to make this stress of dealing with forms very easy. It's going to make it very easier for us to validate. And then since we've got log in and sign up, okay, so when you are logging in, you need to know if is the user logged in or not logged in. For instance, you need to check here, is the user logged in? If the user is not logged in, that means you have to show the login screen. If they are already logged in, you have to show the dashboard. Okay, if not, maybe they might click the register, which is the sign up. Okay, so meaning that we need to have a global variable. Okay, we need to have a global variable, let's say is login. Okay, which is going to be a boolean. Okay, excuse my writing, which is going to be a boolean. So we are going to use this global variable to test if are you logged in or you're not logged in. So this means this variable needs to be available globally in the entire application. So we can use the React context API. Okay, we can use that. That means we have to write some sort of a code. Okay, not necessarily a complex code, but a very technical code. Okay, or we can use a package called this was just supposed to be 3. My apologies. Looks like I even lost mathematics. Okay, I can't count. This is 3. So we are going to use a package called Jotai. Okay, for state management. Okay, so Jotai is going to Jotile. Hey, it looks like I'm tired. Hey, I even have Jotile. Yo. Okay, my apologies about that, guys. Okay, I think now I'm going to be more focused. Let me take a deep breath. Okay, let's keep it going and keep it flowing. Okay, cool. We've got Jotai is going to work as our state management. Okay, it's going to help us to create this variable which is going to be accessible all over the whole entire application to test if are you logged in or are you not logged in. Okay, so it's going to help us with our conditional rendering. We're going to render different components depending on this is logged in, which we are going to use Jotai. What else are we going to use? I think let's end here for now, okay? Maybe as a bonus, I'm not sure. I want this course to be for beginners, okay? Maybe we might see um as a bonus, okay, we might get into data fetching using GraphQL. Okay, so let me not write these things. I will come and write them here, okay, as we continue. If we feel like things are easy and you are understanding, and then we'll continue with those. Okay, let's just end here for now. And then here, this is more like a folder, okay, which is the name of the folder is going to be the app domain. Okay, so in your folder structure, always have this folder which is called the app domain. Okay, here in this app domain, you will put all the functions which some sort of, let's say, universal. Okay, the functions that will always be here in any project. For instance, let's say data fetching. Let's say fetch all. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's a general function or it's a generic function where it can fetch all based on the parameter that we are passing. Fetch all users, fetch all songs, fetch all playlist. Okay, so as you can see, this fetch all will be general. Okay, irrespective of the application. And then here on this problem domain, domain folder, you are going to put the code that is specific to the problem that you're solving. Okay, now we are done with the flip table. Okay, this is a flip table. Flip table. Okay, how can this table helps you? Okay, this table helps you to structure your thoughts, at least to have an idea, okay, of what are you going to do, okay, the framework that you are going to use, the libraries that you are going to use, and the methods which are going to be reusable, okay, that you can carry to another project, and all the methods, okay, and variables which are specifically to the problem that you are solving. Okay, so it will help you to structure your thought. Also, it can help you to present your idea to somebody else, communicate your thoughts to another developer. Let's say you can pull up your flip table and tell the developer that, okay, this is what I'm planning. Okay, maybe the developer, by just looking at this, okay, they can say, nope, you can remove this, okay, you can remove this and you can remove that, okay. Another thing, you improve this table as you go. There are things that you don't know beforehand, as I have said to you. I might add something here, I might not add it, okay. So this is not some sort of a business plan kind of a document or a table where you need to know things beforehand. Okay, we are not fortune tellers. We don't know what the future holds. Okay, leave a room for that. But as you continue and progress with your application, keep on updating this so that it can be current, so that maybe if you might want to explain the current status of the code to a stakeholder or to your boss, you can pull up your flap table and then show them that, okay, this is where we are and this is what we do. Okay, you've got your stack here. If you check this F and L, this can give you your stack. Okay, so enough about this, guys. We will improve this as we go. So what we want to do now, let me see, based on what we have. Okay, this is where we are. Okay, so here it's either we show log in or we show the dashboard. Okay, we navigate to a different let's say we navigate to a different to a different page at all. Okay, because this page, it has got this layout. Okay, dashboard might not have this layout. Okay, this won't be needed. It will have a different layout, as you can see. So the first thing that we need to do, let's go and search for Jotai state provider. Okay, maybe one might feel like I'm starting to be a little bit deep. I am including things that maybe as a beginner you might not know. Let me assure you, let me calm you down a little bit, okay? As developers, okay, we are copycats. Okay, so don't worry about the syntax, don't worry about the packages and how to use them. We are going to do copy and paste. Okay, the essence of this lesson or of this course is to help you to think better about what you are doing, to write an enterprise code. Obviously, I can't like expect you or force you to memorize things. Okay, I want you to act like as Steve Jobs once said when he was asked what's your role in your business, and he said, if you can imagine a choir, then I am there, the conductor. Okay, so I want you to be the conductor. You yourself, you might not have a beautiful voice, you might not be a drummist or a pianist, but I want you to be a conductor. So don't worry about things that you feel like, I wonder what is Jotai and how to use it. We are going to follow the documentation to do exactly what they are telling us. As Matthew, the designer and developer, as far as my experience goes, I was never a fan of memorizing code. Even now, I haven't seen a need to, because that is limiting. Okay, you can stick to Jotai and become a master of Jotai today. When you get into the work environment, and the work environment, they will tell you, we don't use Jotai, we use I think Redux. Okay, let's say we use Redux state provider, and then you will have to go and learn a new state provider, as you can see. So what you need to learn at the moment is the concept, okay, the thinking, that the patterns behind coding. I hope that one is clear. So this is Jotai, so let's install Jotai. Can we just read what is this for? Jotai takes an atomic approach. Okay, build state by combining atoms. This is not a definition. Fully compatible with React. Okay, getting started. Let's go to ChatGPT, guys, and let's get a very I apologize about that, a very short definition of what is Jotai state provider. State manager, let's say. Let's ask it that way. Okay, this will give us a very short description. I don't have, what can I say, sufficient English to explain this to you. Okay, if I would explain this to you, you will be lost, because step number one, I'm going to take too long in explaining it because I don't have the definition. You know, when you don't have the actual definition, you take too long. Do you remember in high school when you were asked maybe to define photosynthesis, and you go along the lines of photosynthesis is the process whereby the living things, the living organisms, the plants, and you find that your explanation is too long because you don't know. Okay, so let's read here, guys. Okay, Jotai is a state management library for React that emphasizes simplicity. This is why I'm choosing this, and performance. Okay, it's lightweight. It's for people like us, the beginners. It's different from Redux. Okay, Redux is a bit complicated. Remember, I haven't studied it with it yet, but based on the research that I did and the tutorials that I've watched, it's for big projects. Okay, so for small project, Jotai is the way to go. Okay, the name Jotai comes from the Japanese word for atom, reflecting the library's approach to state management through atomic state units. Here are some key features and concept of Jotai. This is beautiful, perfect. Okay, I was going to take 2 hours to explain this because I don't have the simple explanation. Okay, cool. So as you can see, guys, these ones you can read it for yourself. Okay, ChatGPT here is also giving us a way on how to use Jotai. Okay, us we're the copycats. We will just follow the documentation. Believe me, guys, it's going to be copy and paste. What you must stick to and focus to, have your own notes. Write these packages that I'm using so that you cannot forget them. Put them in a place or in your list or in your productive management application that you use so that you can search for more tutorials to understand them better. Okay, so let's see here, installing Jotai. We're using npm. Let's copy this, npm I Jotai. Okay, let me click the code. Okay, it looks like the code is on the screen. Let me bring it here. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop the server by pressing Control C and press Y, enter, and press paste here. npm Jotai. Okay, so that means I'm installing Jotai. Okay, cool. Once it's done, I need to npm run dev. Okay, to run the development server. Let's check. Are we live? Are we recording? Cool. It looks like okay. I'm getting old, guys. It looks like sometimes I even forget to record. Imagine that. Okay, I think it's coding that I'm not sure messes up with my brain. With coding, sometimes you can take 2 hours trying to figure out something and only to realize that it was just only a period that you forgot. Okay, basically that's the path to growing gray hair. Okay, so let's see what we can do. I think this guy is saying he's ready. Let's see how ready this guy is. Refresh here. Okay, now what we want to do, we want to decide. We want to know, okay, are we logged in? What's the state of the application? What's the global state of the application? So that's what we want to do here. We've got home and we've got register. Suppose we've got login as well. Okay, so I need to go and check the code. Maybe somebody might ask, it looks like you are not sure. Believe me, I'm not sure, even though my last update with this code, it was yesterday, but that's the nature of the code. You forget it. Okay, you forget it. So let's see. This is where I want to be. Let's see what's how the folder structure look like. We've got register here. As you can see, we don't really have login. So I think it's time for us to have login. Okay. Is this a folder or a file? Looks like this is a file. I want a folder like this one. Sorry. Okay, I want a folder which is login. Okay, and then inside this folder we can have page.tsx. Okay, let's use our shortcut RFCE. Okay, looks like it's not working. RFCE. You see the problem of depending on technology sometimes when it misbehave. Now you are afraid. Okay, login. As you can see, guys, in case you might want to know how do I create that shortcut, let's type here ES7. Okay, ES7. Let's see. We've got this plugin. Okay, please download this plugin. It will make that shortcut possible for you. This one. Okay. So as you can see, what we have done, guys, we have created a login component, or for now, let's just call it a login page. Okay, cool. But when we go to our code, still we are loading something here, okay, which is as a home page, meaning that this will always be here. Okay, there's no intelligence in a way. Okay, not a problem. Let's see what we can do. Okay, my apologies about that. Let's see what we can do. So we've got the login route and we've got the register. I think if it can be small letters so that I can be consistent, that will help. This is part of writing an enterprise code. Okay, consistency. These are the things that are not easy to teach. Okay, these things are not easy to teach because they are things which are there in my subconscious mind. So, okay, so I have to always tell you when I'm doing something that might help. This is not to log in. Okay, this is wrong. Might not help. This is wrong. Okay, my apologies about that. So as you can see, we've got login and register. Cool. Where is that home? I think that home is here. As you can see, guys, the home is here. Okay, cool. Now we need the global variable. So how are we going to get the global variable? Obviously, we need to get to Jotai. Okay, Jotai, it's very simple. Okay, it's very simple. It's not that difficult. Okay. Okay, so first create a primitive, and then what we are going to do, we're just going to check can we use by we're just going to check a code and then copy and paste. Maybe we'll talk a little about it, and that will be it. Let's see. Some other documentation, they usually tell you the name of the file somewhere here. Okay, I think Shetcn does that. Okay, to show you that maybe this is, let's say, store.jsx or .tsx, so that you can have an idea. But that's not much of a problem. Let's see. So this is how you read and write. Okay. Read and write for separation component. Okay, server side. Okay, guys, it looks like it's this simple. Okay, even though now we might be confused a little bit. Let's see. After you are done installing, first create a primitive and a derived atom to build a state. Okay, primitive atom. A primitive atom can be any type of Boolean number or whatever. Okay, cool. Let's see. That means this is what we need to have. Okay, let's copy this code. Okay, let's copy this code. I haven't used Jotai heavily. Okay, so me and you, we are on the same boat. For now, we are both learning Jotai at the same time in a way. Okay, I've used it before, but not intensively. So I think we need to set a certain folder structure, but for now, okay, let's not use the met pattern for now. We will do that on refactoring. What might be, where is this going to stay? Like, what might be the folder that contains this? Okay, to some folder structures, this might be under context. Okay, maybe some people might put state provider. Okay. But for me, let's name this folder store, okay? Because it's like it's our local, some sort of mini database that store the global variables, okay? Cool. And then I'm going to create a file here, which I'm going to name Jotai, okay? Um, at the moment, I'm just going to make it a pure TypeScript because it looks like to me it doesn't have HTML, okay? As you can see, guys, even me here, I might get things wrong, I might not get things right. That's not important necessarily. Okay, not important. So here we've got many atoms. Okay, we've got an atom that is a number, which I don't really think we need. Okay, which is a count atom. We are not counting anything. Okay, isn't there any error because of that? Not really. Okay, and then we've got country atom. I don't think we need that. Okay, don't think we need that. And then we've got cities atom. Let's see what's inside cities atom. We've got this, we've got that, we've got that. Okay, cool. And then we've got anim atom, which is the anim atom. It's an array because I see this. It's an array of anim, let's say, okay, which is title, year, and watched. Okay, anim. Let me assume it's just animation. Okay, Ghost in the Shell. Maybe Ghost in the Shell is an animation. I'm not really clued up. I don't watch a lot of cartoons and animations, all those things. Okay, but that's not important. We're going to change this. But what we want to know is what type of a file is this? Okay, or sorry, what type of a data is this? Okay, so what we're going to do for now, okay, just for us to get the hang of it, okay, we're not going to change too much because sometimes if you are not, let's say if you're not confident about something, you don't really have to change too much. Just follow the documentation first and see if it's working. Okay, that's what I usually teach my students, to tell them that it's very important to follow things religiously, okay, to take your intelligence away, at least at this point in time. So that's what we are doing here. We need to follow it religiously. We are sure that we don't need cities, okay, but we need this anim. As you can see, guys, okay, this is Jotai. Okay, let's save this. Now let's get into the usage. Okay, let's get into the usage. Now, derived atom. A derived atom can read from other atoms before returning its own. I don't think we want that complexity. Okay, let's get into this. And then use the atom with react within a react component to read or write the state. Okay, cool. Now we are supposed to use the atom. Okay, cool. Let's import use atom here. Where do we want to use it? We want to use it here on the page, on the root page. Okay, this is the app, and let's say this is the root page. We want to use it here because we are going to determine here. It's either we render login or we render register or maybe dashboard. We'll see. I think it's between login and dashboard. Okay. Let's see. So step number one, it's done. As you can see, guys, I'm following it religiously, and also I'm relying heavily on the documentation. I don't even have my own opinions yet. Okay, so we need a state. Okay, let's see, const state anim, set anim, and then use atom, and then we pass anim atom. Okay, let's see, where is the anim atom? Let's copy this. Okay, because here we are not exporting anything. Okay, so how are we getting this? Okay, this here, because here we are on the different page. Okay, let's just quickly check. We will see as we are using this. Okay, this happens here. As you can see, now it's telling us cannot find anim atom. Okay, I thought as much. Where are we getting it? Let me press control and press space. As you can see, no suggestion. Okay, my mind is telling me that I need to export that anim atom so that I can get it somewhere else. Okay, well, the documentation doesn't really say so, but this is just me trying to, what can I say, fiddling. Okay, this is me trying to fiddle. Let's say export. We don't really have to export as a default. Let's export it as a named export like this. Okay, so hence I'm always saying, guys, don't be afraid of anything. Okay, your knowledge and your intelligence is sufficient. Trust it. Okay, do not be afraid. Okay, always trust your own knowledge. So as you can see, guys, we've just decided to export it from here so that it can be available here. The documentation, maybe obviously we are still new, so um maybe let's assume that we are not that smart. Okay, that's not a problem. Okay, realizing that you are not smart, it will help you to improve. But those people who think they are smart already, they don't even listen to anyone, because as a result they don't grow and they don't learn. Okay, cool, guys, I'm happy with that. So now we are using it. Let's see. So anim.map, with us, we are not really going to map. What we want now, we want how to access it. Okay, which is, I think this is how to access it. We can get it from here, and we want to know how do we set it, okay, how do we change it, and that is it. Okay, I think based on this state, on the knowledge of our the use state, okay, as you can see, this is a hook, it's a use atom. Okay, this is a state. Okay, so this will change with time, okay, as you use this method to change it. I think we are done, guys. Okay, read and write from separate, I don't really think I need that. Okay, so here they are reading, which is reading is just normal. Okay, this is anim, you are reading it. Is there a place where they are changing it? As you can see, set anim. So guys, I think we are sorted. As I have said, I told you, Jotai, it's simple. Okay, it's not complicated. So what we want to do now, let's see, we want to display, let's go back here. What do we have here? We want to display the title. Okay, we want to display this one, the first one. Okay, ghost in the shell. You see, guys, maybe it's because of I'm from South Africa. I don't like things with ghost. Okay, no, 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 no. Let's say code. Okay, in the shell. Okay, don't like ghost here. This channel. Okay, those things are associated with bad lucks. Maybe those are the superstition. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Okay, so code in a shell. So this is what we want to display. Okay, maybe even when I'm sleeping, I will think about ghost and I will wake up and cry. Okay, enough about that, guys. So now we're just going to use our own React knowledge. We are going to take anim. Okay, TypeScript is supposed to help us. Anim dot. Why it looks like TypeScript is not helping us? Why? I thought, oh, okay, here's my mistake, guys. Let's see. This is an array. Okay, I cannot treat as if I'm already inside an object. I need to first tell the code that I am inside this position. Okay, so that's why TypeScript is not helping us. Okay, so I want to tell this that I want position 0. Okay, I'm on position 0, and then dot, as you can see, guys, dot title. We are supposed to get the code in the shell. Okay, even though I don't think our code is in the shell, and I don't know even what the shell is. But let's see. As you can see, guys, there is a problem. Okay, obviously, I don't think this one can be solved by refreshing, but we are chance takers. Let's try and refresh to see. It's persistence. Okay, cool. And then I think it's Sun Tzu who said, if there's a possibility you can win the fight without fighting, that is the best way to start with. Okay, the intention is not to fight, is to win. Okay, so if you can win without fighting, Sun Tzu on the out of 4 is suggesting that. So that's why I am refreshing. I'm just trying to test my luck. Okay, guys. So I'm thinking here this is because of NextJS server side and client side. Okay, usually once you start to use the states react states, it means that you are on the client side. Okay, I think in the previous video I explained very well about the server and the client. Okay, so let's just make sure first, do we use the state here? Import from Shotai. Okay, I don't think there's something that is statey here, but here there is something that is statey. What does that mean? We need to tell Next.js that, okay, we are going to use client. Okay, if you might need more or detailed information about this, please shoot a comment below. Okay, guys, don't forget, I am Matthew, the hybrid. I've got a 10-hour coaching course. If you might want to learn directly from me, one-on-one, ask me specific question, just click discovery call and give me your email, your name, and an email. I've got a 1 hour for you so that I can address all your issues for free. Okay, so then you can decide if you're going to take the 10-hour coaching course. Let's see what else. Also, we are on Udemy. Please come and check here, guys. Search Matthew Singati, and then you will see this course. Okay, this is our course, and it has got a lot of information in the preview section. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost like 8 videos, including Figma, how to start a project from Figma. They are available for free. to watch, and then starting from here, I think you will then have to pay for the course. Okay, so please guys, come and support us. If you might want to learn the design, okay, the UI design, I've got a channel called Coded UI. Okay, you can check the link in the description. If you might want the source code, please check the link in the description to my Substack and subscribe there to my email list, and then you will get an automatic welcome email. Is that right English? I think so. Welcome email with a list of Figma files and source codes. Okay, enough about that. Let's continue. Now, if I can be honest, I forgot where I was. Okay, let's get to the code. I think the code has a memory. Maybe these colors will remind me. Okay, cool. What we did, we just use client. Okay, and it looks like the problem has been solved. As you can see, it's showing us nicely. Code in shell. As you can see, guys, okay, that means we are able to access our global variable. Okay, so this variable will be available everywhere. We are going to use it to test. Okay, cool. It looks like we are winning. Okay, so let's go back to code, guys. Okay, and then the first thing that we need to do, let's see, let's go back to Jotai. And what we want to do here on Shotai, we don't want this to be anime, okay? As you can see, this came with some sort of funny animation names or movie names with ghost, and this is outdated, 1995. I think I was like 5 years here, okay? As you can see, this is too old, so we need to change it, okay? Serial experiments. Hey, these names. Okay, these are funny names. Okay, so what we are going to do, guys, first, we don't really need an array. Okay, let's just remove this array. We don't need this to be an array. We want this to be an object. Okay, let's assume we are going to have the username so that we keep on displaying it when you are logged in. Okay, so we are going to have the username here. Okay, we are going to have the username. For now, it's going to be an empty string. Okay, and then we don't really need a password here. Username, and then let's say email. Okay, the email is going to be empty. Okay, what else do we want from the user in the login? We want your username and we want your email. Okay, so maybe how could we know if you are not logged in? If this is empty, that's not Ioba for now, okay? Because is it possible if somebody can register and don't put their username? That's impossible. We are not going to let him do that when we are signing up, okay? So meaning that if we can use this as empty, okay? Once these are empty, you are not logged in. I think it can work. There's no need for us to put null here, okay? Cool. So I want your username and I want your email. Okay, let's leave this for now. As you can see, if we want to access this, okay, let me click save. If you want to access this, let's go back here. Okay, as you can see, now we don't have the titles and the arrays. Okay, I don't even think we have the anim. Okay, we do have this atom is an anim. Now let's say user data. Let's say this is user data. Is that okay? Does it make sense? Okay, this is user data or logged in user. No, I think user data makes sense. It's too short. Okay, it's too short. Let's go back here and import it here. As you can see, guys, it looks like we are winning. Okay, and then we're going to user data dot if this is an object, then I'm supposed to get dot username. What might have happened? Okay, user data, what type of data are you? Okay, you are supposed to be an object, and from here user data, or maybe I didn't save. Okay, maybe I was supposed to save it. Now let's check dot, where is username? Something is just not right. Is it me or is the code? Okay, let's go back, guys, and check. I'm here on Shotai. user data. Well, as you can see, this user data is atom, and then this is an object. Okay, it was an array, but now I've just converted it into a normal object. Okay, with username and email. I'm assuming I am supposed to get this user data and what, and then dot, and then access the user email. TypeScript is supposed to give me that, but TypeScript is not doing that. Okay, how could you TypeScript? Okay, as you can see, guys, I think I don't have this here. Okay, so let's see. So what I need to do, I've got a lot of user data here. Okay, look, I'm going to use user data here. I'm going to use user data here. As you can see, this might be a problem. Set user data here. As you can see, guys, this might be a problem. So I just need to be smart on naming. Okay, let's say user state. Okay, this is a state, not necessarily data. This is going to be the user state. Maybe I need to be specific, guys. Okay, so that another developer which might come and check our code, they might understand exactly what we mean by this. User global state. Perfect, clear, straight to the point, no confusion. Okay, so the first enemy that we have is confusion. Okay, if you are confused in your own code, you must know there's something wrong, specifically with you. But for now, let's shift the blame. Let's just say there's something wrong with the code. You know, we're human beings, we like shifting the blame. It makes us feel better. Let's do that for now, but it's wrong, but let's do it. Okay, so if you are lost in your own code, you must know there is something wrong with you. Okay, so now let's say this is user data. I'm happy with it. Set user data. Okay, I think, guys, we are winning. Okay, we just have some minor issues. We forgot some things, but I think we are on the right path. Now from here, we're going to say dot username. Okay, let's go back to the code and see. Okay, as you can see, guys, there is no user name, nothing. Okay, I'm not sure if nada means nothing, but in our language we like to use nada. I need to make a research and understand which language is it and what it means. Does it mean zero? Does it mean null? Okay, so let's continue, guys. I hope you are learning something, guys. If you do, I'm very serious about this one. Please click the subscribe button. Okay, it helps me to grow. Okay, and also I appreciate your support. Thank you so much. Let's continue. So what I want to do now, I want to go to Jotai. I want to set this to Matthew coded UI. Okay, now I think you know what coded UI is. Let's go back to the code and see. Matthew coded UI. We are getting there, guys. Okay, cool. Now I think we are ready to render this conditionally. Okay, think it makes sense. Think it's the right time. All right. So if you are straight from, I'm not sure what can I say. What do I want to say? Okay, if you have not reached the login screen and you have not logged in, that means you didn't log in. That means this is going to be empty. This global variable is the shorter. Yes, this is going to be empty. Okay, because the initial state of it is empty. Okay, but if it's not empty, that means you are logged in. Okay, so let's render conditionally here. Let's remove this. Okay, let's see. What I want to do, I want to ask. Okay, open this. Let's ask user data, user data dot username, if it's equal to empty, If this is empty, I'm asking, is this empty? Yes, if it's empty, for now, let me just put a p tag. Okay, can't I have a p tag here? Then go to register or log in. If it's empty, you must go to log in. Login page. Else, this is how we type else. P again. Go to dashboard. Okay, we don't have the dashboard yet. As you can see, guys, now we are starting to be smart. We're doing some conditional renders. Okay, so based on this, what do you think will be displayed? We don't know. Let's just check the code. Go to log in. Why? Because we are not logged in. Okay, so we don't really need to go to log in. What we can do, we can import the login, okay, component, where here, let's see if we can import that login. Da, 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 da. That login is not a component. Okay, let's see, guys. I think now we need to be clever. Okay, we need to be clever. We can import this as a component, okay? But this is not a component necessarily. This is a page, guys, okay? So importing a page, I don't think it's Ioba, okay? In South Africa or in Maya language, if something is Ioba, that means it's good, okay? That means it's nice, perfect. So when if something is not Ioba, that means that's not the best practice, okay? As you can see, guys, even the folder structure is telling us this is not inside component. We don't have a folder component here, okay? That alone, it's a code smell, okay? Cool. Let's do everything dynamically. So let's not do a conditional rendering here. We can do that with components, but these are routes. Okay, these are routes. It's like port 3000 / login. It's a route, it's a page. That's what it means. So then how are we going to solve the problem? Okay, cool. I don't think we need think we need the JSX here. If it could be empty, that could be fine because we are not going to stay in this page. Okay, let me remove this. Let me remove this. My apologies about this. Okay, this might be empty. Why? We are not here to stay. Chances are we are not even going to show this page because when we are here, we need to bounce. Okay, we need to bounce some sort of based on are you logged in or you are logged out, we need to bounce. Now, this calls for our Next.js skills. I think on Next.js, we've got a hook, which is use route. Okay, which is use route. I really forgot how to use it. Okay. Let's see. Const. Okay, as I've told you, I'm a chance taker. Okay, I fiddle a lot. Okay, let's see. Const route router, let's say, is equal to, let's see, use route. Does Next.js have something like that? Next navigation, yes. And then let's put this. Okay, cool. Now we are going to rely on TypeScript router, which is this one. Okay, this one. Dot, I think dot push will work. Okay, let's push something. Okay, the first thing that we're going to do, let's push / login. Let's push this one as a default, okay, to see when we get in here, is this going to help us to quickly route to login? Let's go back and see. There's no need for this to have something. It must be empty. Let's go back and see. I think it's working, guys, as you can see, okay? As you can see, even here, it's confirming, okay? We are not in the home page. We are here. Okay, so let me do this layout thing here so that so that my code and the application could be on the same page. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's see what we are going to do. Let's say we want to change this to register. Okay, click save. This is supposed to take us to register. Oh, okay. This is already on login. So when it's refreshing on login. So if you want to see it, we need to remember this is a route now. Okay, we need to go here, and then as you can see, guys, it's taking us to register. Cool. Okay, looks like we are winning. So let's push these based on what? Based on this one. Okay, we need to ask here. We need to ask here, is this dot user equal to, is this empty? I'm asking why it looks like is not exist. Okay, yes, user does not exist. I think I'm looking for username. Dot y TypeScript didn't help me. Username. I'm asking, okay, is this empty? I am asking, that's why we've got a question mark. If this is empty, I think you can help me by pushing login. Okay, or you can push for me register. Okay, obviously we are going to change this to dashboard. Okay, let's see, go back here, log in, because you are not registered. Let's go. Sorry, I'm saving on the wrong place. I want to save here on the code, and then let's come here and say there is something. Then this is supposed to be, what can I say, this is supposed to be to act as if somebody is logged in. As you can see, now it goes to register. Okay, let's go back a little bit. Okay, as you can see, this page acts as if you are logged in. Okay, but it looks like if we can make changes here on Chotai, okay, and save, this means I have logged out, but this is still showing. So the login in itself is not aware of the state. Okay, the main page is aware of the state, but it looks like the login itself is not aware. Okay, the login is not aware. I think maybe we need to apply that on the dashboard. Okay, it's the dashboard that needs to be aware. Okay, so that as soon as it detects that you are logged out, it needs to kick you out. Cool. Let's create a dashboard page here. Okay, don't forget that this is not the best folder structure. We are still going to change it. Okay, dashboard, and then we create a page dot, okay, dot tsx. Okay, let's do our magic RFCE. We are lazy, and then let's type here dashboard. Okay, cool. Meaning that now instead of here, instead of doing register, we are going to do dashboard. Happy with this? Then let's go back to this page. Okay, it's assuming that we are logged in. Okay, this is dashboard. If this is okay, it's assuming that we are not logged in, and that's correct. Let's go to the state. Let me remove this. Where is the Chotai? Okay, where is Chotai? Where is our store? Here is our store. Here is our Chotai. Okay, LG. Let's see. Suppose it pushes us not from here. Okay. Suppose it pushes us to the dashboard. Okay. / dashboard. Okay, let's copy. Let me copy this. Let's check the file. As you can see, guys, the file is not dashboard. Okay, this is not Ioba, meaning that this is not cool. I can see now you're starting to learn my language, or the South African language. Okay, it's more like a slang. Okay, it's not a formal way. You can't say to your boss and say it's not Ioba, or to the principal. Okay, if you're a student, you can't say so. You can't say, principal, that's not Ioba. No, 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 that's informal. So it's more like an informal language. However, it's not a vulgar language. It's just those, I'm not sure if on other countries they've got nah, mean. I don't know what that means, but it's some of those things which are acceptable, but in an informal way. Okay, let's continue, guys. Enough about me teaching you South African languages. I think I'm happy with this. Okay, now what I was saying is this dashboard guy, okay, needs to detect when somebody logs out. As you can see, when we click save here, this will refresh, okay, but the dashboard page in itself is not aware. Okay, it's not aware. Okay, it's like the house is burning and this guy is watching Netflix inside the house, not aware. Okay, it doesn't detect. So something wrong with this guy. So let's work with this guy. So what we need to do, we need to go to the main page and copy some code. Main page and copy some code. The first thing that we want to copy is the state. Okay, also we are going to route, right? Okay, I think we can copy all of this. Okay, I think all of this we need it here. Okay, and then we're going to copy this to dashboard. Okay, so we are telling dashboard that dashboard, be aware. Okay, be aware, my brother. And then let's come here and press Control on Windows with a space, and then import this, use atom from Chotai. Okay, was it the right import? Use atom from Chotai, yes. And then use global state. Let's click here and then right click and then from store, yes. Okay, but this use atom, why it looks like it's not working? Where am I supposed to import it? Okay, use atom from Chotai. Let's go to page. This page, where are you importing atom? Use atom from Chotai. Okay, that one is supposed to work. Okay, and then what else? Let's also, since we are here, let's copy use router and paste it here on dashboard. Okay, right, use router, react hook. Use router is called in a function page that is neither. Okay, cool. The best practice is to always make your components capital letters. Okay, make sure you do that. Okay, looks like everything works well now. Okay, let's go back and do some logic a little bit. So we've got the use data and we've got the use router, and then we are saying if this is empty, even on dashboard, as soon as become empty, you must go to login. Okay, if not, then you can stay on the dashboard. Let's see if now the dashboard is aware. Let's see. Okay, this is using the state. Obviously we need to tell NextJS that this is use client. Okay, this is use client. Why this is use client? Because it uses the state. Okay, how can you detect what is a state or what is not? It uses a hook. Okay, how can you detect? As soon as you see use whatever, you must know that needs to be a client. Okay, use, it's a hook. Okay, so let's continue. So as you can see, guys, now this, it looks like the dashboard is aware now. Okay, let's do this. Let's see, this is how we can test. Now let's go to the store, and then once we're here in the store, we are logged in. Login is not aware. I think I'm happy with login. Login doesn't really need to quickly jump into the backend. Okay, I'm happy if this is not aware. In order for this to be aware, we need to go here. as you can see. Now, because of we are logged in, we are jumping to dashboard. Let's say if now dashboard is not going to watch Netflix while the house is burning. Okay, let's see. Let's click save. This means that you are not, as you can see now, dashboard is aware. Okay, as soon as the state changes, dashboard, when it refreshes, it checks. Okay, I think this is security. Okay, this is like some sort of security in its core essence. Okay, so guys, I think at least we have pushed. Okay, as you can see, we have almost reached an hour. I think this has been awesome and interesting. I hope you have learned a lot here, and I hope I have made this a little bit simpler. Okay, I didn't like make it heavy. I hope the content is consumable. And one of the most important thing that I hope you will find, I hope you will find me human enough. I am not that smart. I'm not an idol. I really don't like that. I don't want when people see me as a genius. I'm just a South African guy who wants to make wants to help other people and who wants to make himself a better developer by teaching other people. So if we can keep it in that level, okay. This is just Matthew doing his own thing, saying whatever he says. Sometimes he says the greatest, and that is questionable because he there's nothing that is greater like with me. There's nothing great with me. Okay, so I'm trying to say, guys, we have reached the end. I hope you have managed to learn a lot of things because we have mentioned here the state provider. I think maybe as a beginner, you might, maybe you don't know that. Okay, maybe in other videos, I'm going to teach you how to create your own state using use context. Okay, it's possible you can create your own global state. Okay, using use context. Guys, that's all. Okay, don't forget you might click here and give me your name and email for a 1 hour discovery coaching call. You can also click the link in the description below to join my Substack to get a source code and the Figma files. Don't forget we've got this course here. You can come here and watch a lot for free. If you might want to learn UI design with Figma, please guys come and check and support me here. I'm Matthew Msingati, the designer and developer. I hope you are going to learn coding and front end to get a job. God bless you. See you on the next one.